I sent a video call to my older sister who was traveling. When the call connected, a stunning beauty in a little camisole with a slim waist and long legs appeared on the screen. She wiped her hair and said, "Your sister is taking a shower." I stared straight at the screen. The beautiful woman's sweet face suddenly moves closer to the camera. With a mischievous smile. "Do you like watching so much? Why not come see in person? Is tomorrow okay? I sincerely ask for your advice." The beauty opposite was clearly taken aback for a moment. At this moment, a figure emerged behind her. The beauty turned her head and said, "Your brother sent you a video." Then my sister's big face appeared on the screen. My sister saw me. A bit surprised. "Yo, missed me huh?" I tell the truth. "No." My sister's smile froze. "Mom told me to ask if you're still alive." My sister clutched her chest, pretending to spit blood. "You didn't call and we're living just fine." Now she's about to die of anger. We exchanged a few grumbling words. Made sure my sister was okay. Then we hung up. Before hanging up I told her to send me your location. My sister was a bit puzzled but still did as told. I took the location and bought a ticket for that night. Then told my dad. And went out without telling my mom. At 4:20 the next day, I arrived at the hotel where my sister was staying. The beauty's room was easy to find. 5 minutes later, I was standing at her door. "Who is it?" "Eugenia." 1 minute later, a sleepy-eyed beauty stared with wide eyes and an open mouth as she opened the door. I explained. "I came to see your figure in person." The beauty looked shocked. Without saying a word she went back to the room and dragged over my sister who was also sleepy-eyed. "What?" The beauty woodenly stepped aside. My sister squinted and craned her neck for a look. Instantly perked up. "Holy shit. Eugenia. What the hell are you doing in the middle of the night?" I pointed at the beautiful woman. "I came to see her slim waist and long legs. And it's already 4:30 now. Not the middle of the night." My sister and the beauty stared at each other. Then my sister glared at the beauty with gritted teeth. And scolded. "Yi Qianxue. Why the hell did you provoke him for no reason?" The beauty bows her head and sincerely says. Sorry. I also sincerely say. "It's okay. Can we watch now?" My sister and Yi Qianxue were both stunned. My sister screamed. "Yi Qianxue. Are you afraid my mom won't kill me if she finds out?" Yi Qianxue said with a look of grievance. "I was just joking. I didn't know your brother would go all out." I checked the time. And reminded them. "My return flight is at 6 sharp. My sister freaked out. "Show it to her now. Let her see it and hurry back." I looked at the surveillance camera in the hallway. "Is it right here?" My sister gritted her teeth and pulled us into the room. Closed the door. Before Yi Qianxue could react, my sister lifted the hem of her tank top. "Look." I propped my chin and started admiring it seriously. To be honest, I've seen countless photos and videos of beautiful women. But someone as stunning as Yi Qianxue, with such a rare figure is truly uncommon. Graceful curves. Well-balanced proportions. Elegant lines. Excellent reference material. After watching for a while, I asked, "Can I touch it?" Yi Qianxue's hand holding the hem trembled. She gritted her teeth and smiled. "Little brother, aren't you pushing your luck a bit?" My sister slapped the back of her head. "Who the hell told you to run your mouth first?" Yi Qianxue's expression froze. My sister said impatiently, "Hurry up and touch." I shook my head. "Forget it. She doesn't want to. I don't like forcing others." My sister and Yi Qianxue froze simultaneously. At that moment, my phone rang. I picked up the call. The ride I booked earlier arrived. I confirmed the location with the driver. Then waved to my sister and Yi Qianxue. "I'm heading back." My sister breathed a sigh of relief. Grabbed her phone and chased after me. "Let me take you." I didn't refuse. My sister took me to the airport. Waited until I boarded the plane before going back. Before I boarded the plane, my sister repeatedly reminded me not to let mom know about this. "At least don't let mom know about Chiyuki seducing you. Otherwise mom would definitely beat me to death." I gave her a thumbs up and swore. "Don't worry. Mom won't know anything." My sister's lips moved as if she wanted to curse something, but in the end nothing came out. She just sighed and patted me on the shoulder. Then she gnashed her teeth and said, "If Yi Qianxue doesn't give me her brother's WeChat this time, I'll take her life." A week after I got home, my sister came back with a beaming smile. Even my mom couldn't help but wonder, "Why are you smiling like that?" My sister proudly took out her phone. "Your daughter is about to be off the market." My mom was puzzled. "Didn't you say before that you liked someone called Yi Baichuan?" But her sister didn't agree. My sister said, "This time it's all thanks to Xiaoye." My mom was puzzled and asked what it had to do with Xiaoye. My sister said, "Last time Yi Qianxue's flirting in the scene lured Xiaoye away. To make it up to me, she gave me her brother's WeChat." My mom silently walked over and picked up the feather duster. "So for the sake of someone else's brother, you sold out your own brother?" My sister is shaking violently. "No. Mom. Let me explain. Help me." My dad and I were lying on the couch watching TV and eating snacks together. He grabbed a handful of sunflower seeds and asked me, "Have you started dating that Yi Qianxue?" My dad cracked sunflower seeds while saying, "That girl looks alright. If you want to date her, give it a try." I nodded. "Okay." The second time I saw Yi Qianxue was at school. I was looking for an empty classroom to paint in when I heard voices coming from around the corner. "Senior, I really like you. Please be my girlfriend. I will treat you well. I only like you out of curiosity." I turned my head at the corner and came face to face with Yi Qianxue, who looked both annoyed and troubled. "Look at me." Yi Qianxue's eyes lit up. "Baby, you're finally here." I glanced to the side. No one was there. When she turned her head again, Yi Qianxue had already jogged over. The boy who had just confessed to her was left stunned in place by her calling him baby. Yi Qianxue walked up to me, excitedly grabbed my hand. Just when I thought she was going to call me comrade, she exclaimed excitedly, "Baby, you finally came. I'm completely confused. What's going on?" At this moment, the boy behind her snaps out of it, shouts sharply, "Who are you?" I didn't have time to answer. Yi Qianxue said proudly, "He is my boyfriend." I shook my head. "I'm not." Yi Qianxue's face changed. She turned to face me, with her back to the other guy. Pouting apologetically, she said, "Baby, I really only like you. I won't pay attention to other guys anymore. Please don't be mad at me, okay?" After speaking, she lowered her voice, pleading tearfully, "Handsome brother, please, help me this once. I'll treat you to dinner next time, okay?" I shook my head again, not eating. Yi Qianxue was really about to cry. I hesitated for a moment, suggested, "Let me touch your slender waist and long legs." Yi Qianxue froze. The boy walked over angrily. "So who exactly are you?" I looked at the boy calmly. "I am." The words were left unfinished. Hearing Yi Qianxue scream tearfully, "Baby, you can do whatever you want. Just don't be angry with me anymore." "I am her boyfriend," I said to the boy Chen Qian. The guy looked incredulous. "No way, JD. I'm with Senior Yi every day. How could I not know if she had a boyfriend?" I retorted. "Do you follow her when she showers and sleeps?" The boy's face turned bright red instantly. I continued. "You didn't follow, but I saw." The boy's big eyes widened even more, pointing at me and Yi Qianxue. "You too." Finally hung his head and ran away. Seeing the boy leave, Yi Qianxue let out a sigh of relief. "I can't believe this. How can someone be so persistent?" "I'm not interested in this topic." Turned to ask her, "When are you free?" Yi Qianxue, who had just relaxed, stiffened up again. I took out my phone. "Can't think of anything now. Can think about it later." "Send it to me on WeChat then." Probably remembered something. Yi Qianxue heaved a deep sigh, with the tragic determination of facing death. "Let it be today. I take back my phone." "Very well." We found an empty classroom in the corner, locked the door, pulled down the curtains. The light was dim and hazy. Just as I was about to turn on the light, Yi Qianxue stopped me. "Don't turn on the light." I was a bit annoyed. I just said I touched it. Forgot to say I looked at it. So I withdrew my hand from the switch. I walked up to Yi Qianxue. She seemed a bit nervous. "How would you like to touch?" "Touch with hand." Yi Qianxue is freaking out. "Of course I know it's with hand. I mean, never mind. I'm so done. Do you want to take off the skirt?" "Either way." Hearing this, Yi Qianxue breathed a sigh of relief. "Then I won't take it off." "Okay." The classroom fell silent for a moment. Seeing Yi Qianxue make no move, I took the initiative to ask her, "Are you ready?" Yi Qianxue took a deep breath, with the resolve of one facing death. Go ahead and touch." Got permission. My hand reached for her skirt. Just touched her. Yi Qianxue screamed like a startled deer. Wait. Is this starting already? Didn't you say you were ready?" Yi Qianxue covered her face. "When we first met, it's hard to imagine she could be so innocent." I withdrew my hand. "Maybe next time." "What?" I explained. "You seem to be under a lot of psychological pressure. You can go back and prepare yourself mentally." Yi Qianxue didn't speak. For a long while, I heard her let out a heavy sigh. "No. Let's do it today. The sooner the better." I nod. "Are you ready?" Another heavy sigh. Yi Qianxue says, "Come on." Thinking of how startled she looked just now, I kindly reminded her again. "Then I'll touch." She paused, then said, "Wait. I'd better take it off. Feels weird letting you reach in." "All right." Taking off the skirt, Yi Qianxue took 3 or 4 deep breaths again, before she was mentally prepared. "Do you need me to close my eyes?" I ask. I am always upright. Without permission, I never take advantage of others. Yi Qianxue paused, then closed them. After a faint rustling sound from the TY uniform, I finally received Yi Qianxue's ultimate permission. Reached out to touch her slender waist. Fingers touched the soft skin. I heard Yi Qianxue let out a light moan. To help her relax a bit, I tried chatting with her. "Your voice just now sounded like I did that to you." I don't know why. The skin under my hand instantly tensed up. Then Yi Qianxue said through gritted teeth, "Shut up." I obediently shut up, focusing on the sensation of the skin beneath her fingers. Yi Qianxue's breathing gradually quickened. "Enough. I'm confused. I just started touching." Yi Qianxue's voice sounded like she was about to cry. I said, "Don't go any further." I felt around on both sides. It had indeed reached the position of the lower abdomen. Yi Qianxue couldn't take it anymore. Grabbed my hand and moved it upward. "I don't understand." I didn't go any further. "The wilderness. Don't make me cry in front of you." I explained. "I can't see." Yi Qianxue let out a gasp. "Hurry up." I had no choice but to quicken the movement of my palm. When I touched a bulge, I instinctively gave it a couple of squeezes. Then my wrist was suddenly grabbed. "Enough," I argued. "There's still." Before I could finish my words, Yi Qianxue interrupted. "Next time. We'll talk next time." "All right." When I heard the sound of getting dressed, I took out my phone. "Then let's add each other. Ask your sister for it." "All right." When I opened my eyes, Yi Qianxue had already reached the classroom door. The sunlight streaming into the classroom through the door illuminated her crimson earlobes, making them appear translucent. Why does it look like she fled in panic? After Yi Qianxue left, I opened the classroom curtains, then found a shady spot to sit down. After taking out the tablet, I remembered what Yi Qianxue had just said. First I sent a message to my sister. Yi Qianxue recommended me on WeChat. My sister asked, "Why do you want her WeChat?" "To stay in touch." "Why do you want to contact her?" I didn't reply. A minute later, my sister texted, "Where are you?" I replied, "Push Yi Qianxue's WeChat to me." My sister fell silent for a moment. "So you're just using me as a tool? Can't even ask a question, huh? Where are you?" Pulling a disappearing act on me again. Tell your sister a reason can cause hemorrhoids. I'm really speechless. Push it to you. After receiving Yi Qianxue's business card, I immediately replied, "Thank you." My sister sent a string of ellipses. "You're going to be the death of me. If I die mysteriously one day, JD was pissed to death by you." My sister's messages kept popping up for half an hour before finally going silent. Practiced sketching all afternoon. Around 6 in the evening I opened my phone. Yi Qianxue had already accepted my friend request. I asked her when she was free. Waited for a minute. She didn't reply. So I put down my phone and went to eat. Back at the dorm in the evening. After showering and checking my phone I saw Yi Qianxue replied, "How about Friday? I'm so done with you. Feels like you're my ancestor now." I asked Yi Qianxue, "What time on Friday?" Yi Qianxue replied, "How about 5 p.m.? You really are my ancestor." I think I know why she and my sister get along so well. Yi Qianxue was muttering to herself when several uninvited guests suddenly barged into the dormitory asking if Yuanya was in this dorm. The leading boy was the one who confessed to Yi Qianxue at noon today. He kicked open our dormitory door, followed by 3 or 4 other boys. My 3 roommates were all startled. I stood up and walked over. "Let's talk outside." One of them grabbed my arm, worriedly asked, "Is Yuanya okay?" I patted him on the shoulder to reassure him. The guy saw I was being sensible and didn't say much, just followed me out. We went to the laundry room. "There aren't many people here. We won't disturb others," the boy said fiercely. "No more nonsense. Break up with Yi Qianxue. Stay away from her from now on." I nodded. "Okay, I'll ask her." After saying that, I replied to Yi Qianxue's message. "The guy at noon told me to break up with you." Yi Qianxue replied with 3 question marks. "No, he's crazy." I looked up at the confused guy. "Seems like it. Brought 4 little followers along. I'll help you out. Be my sketch model." Yi Qianxue sent a voice message. I turned on speakerphone. "Don't worry about it. Just say we broke up. Protect yourself first." The guy heard it too. His eyes widened. "How did you ask?" I answered honestly. "I told her you asked me to break up with her." Hearing this, the guy instantly blew up. "Who the hell told you to ask like that?" As he spoke, he raised his hand as if to slap me. "Do I look like I'm fucking afraid of you?" I grabbed his arm with one hand and sent a voice message back to Yi Qianxue. "Be my model. Help you out." Yi Qianxue's voice quickly replied. With a hint of urgency she said, "Ancestor, can you protect yourself first?" The guy got even angrier. Raised his other hand. Got yanked by the arm and flung aside. I insisted on bargaining with Yi Qianxue. "Be my model. Help you out. Just this once." The guy next to me was furious. "What are you all standing around for?" Yi Qianxue was speechless. "You really are my ancestor." "Fine, I'll do it, okay. Just protect yourself first." "I'm back. Deal done." I put away my phone and grabbed the arm of the first boy who rushed over. Using his arm for leverage I swung around to face another boy. Slap. The slap landed on the face of the boy who rushed over. 5 minutes later, 5 boys with 5 red and swollen cheeks, covering their faces while cursing at me. The leading boy angrily shouted, "Just you wait. I'm telling the counselor. You're getting expelled." I raised my hand and pointed at the surveillance camera in the corner of the ceiling. There's surveillance. In the end, a few boys turned and ran away. I was walking back to the dorm while sending a message to Yi Qianxue. "It's done. Just sent it." I heard my roommate's voice. Looked up, and there was the dorm supervisor. The dorm supervisor urgently asked, "What happened?" "Your sister just said someone bullied you. Are you hurt?" "Where is the person who bullied you?" I obediently said, "Sorry uncle, I made you worry. I just talked to them, they have left." Uncle angrily asked what was going on. I explained that one of the guys had taken a liking to my girlfriend and asked me to break up with her. The roommate was dumbfounded. The uncle was furious. "What? You're already in college. And there are still people like this. All that studying went right down the drain. No sense of shame at all. Who is that guy? I'm definitely reporting this to their advisor." I shook my head. "I don't know him." The uncle got even angrier. He scolded me for a long time. Finally he told me to come to him for help if that boy bothers me again. I agreed. Then he was about to go downstairs. When he reached the staircase, he remembered something and turned back to call me. "Hey, that young man." I was so mad I forgot. "Your sister is still waiting for you downstairs. Come with me. Let her know you're safe." The roommate's gossip was abruptly interrupted. I followed the uncle downstairs. The dormitory building is already closed at this hour, so there's almost no one downstairs. Only an anxious Yi Qianxue lingering by the entrance. Seeing me come down, Yi Qianxue rushed over in 2 steps. "How are you? Are you hurt? Did they give you a hard time?" As she spoke, she took my arm and looked me up and down from all angles. The dorm supervisor sighed on the side. Look, family truly cares the most. Hearing her younger brother was being bullied, the sister rushed over right away. Take a look at that girlfriend. TSK. Her boyfriend didn't even bother to check on her when she was bullied. Yi Qianxue froze instantly. I explained. She is my girlfriend. The uncle was stunned for a moment. I explained again. She is shy. The uncle had an understanding expression. You guys chat. I'll go check if the pot is boiling. After speaking, the uncle returned to his dorm. After the uncle left, Yi Qianxue said hesitantly. Why did you tell the uncle I was your girlfriend? When I was upstairs, the uncle asked me what happened. I said a guy told me to break up with my girlfriend. Yi Qianxue blushed slightly. You don't always have to be so honest. After speaking, Yi Qianxue returned to the main topic. They really didn't give you a hard time. No. Hearing this, Yi Qianxue let out a sigh of relief. That's good. But this time it really was my fault. I didn't expect Xiao Ran to be this kind of person before. Don't worry. I'll handle this. If he contacts you again, just tell him. You were forced to help me before. I nod. Okay. Then you go upstairs and rest. Feel free to reach out if you have any trouble in the future. I nodded. Then asked her. When will you be free to model? This time I need half a day. Yi Qianxue's smile froze on her face. She started grinding her teeth again. I'll let you know when I'm free, okay? I nodded. Okay. Go back and rest early. After saying goodbye to Yi Qianxue, I went back to the dormitory. As soon as I entered the door, I was surrounded by my 3 roommates. Yuenya. Spill the truth. Where did you get a girlfriend? I confess. It's fake. The green light in my roommate's eyes instantly disappeared. I explained what happened at noon. The 3 of them completely lost interest. Finally, the topic returned to the boys who came to pick a fight earlier. Roommate 1. But seriously, you didn't go too hard on them, right? Even though they started it. If you hit them too hard, things could escalate, and you'd end up at a disadvantage. No. Roommate 2. That's good. I originally wanted to follow and see if I could talk you out of it, but I was worried I might hold you back. No need. I know my limits. Roommate 3. You have no idea. I was scared to death when the dorm supervisor came. I was so afraid he would see you, and then just report us to the counselor without asking any questions. Because I need half a day to practice sketching. The previously scheduled Friday is cancelled. Rescheduled to Sunday afternoon. Just in time to go straight to school after drawing. Can't even wear pants. What on earth did you draw? Is it something inappropriate? In the bathroom of the hotel suite, Yi Qianxue poked her head out. Holding onto the door, she coyly haggled with me. I was organizing files on my tablet. While responding, quick sketch. Bao Zhengjing. Just like in the last video. Yi Qianxue's expression changed. Are you mocking me? Right. I nodded. Yes. Yi Qianxue gritted her teeth. Finally blushed and put on a tank top. Walking awkwardly out. I took a look and said, relax. Yi Qianxue rolled her eyes. Come on, let's switch. You try relaxing for me to see. 5 minutes later. I had just stepped out of the bathroom with a towel wrapped around me. When Yi Qianxue pushed me back by the forehead. Ancestor. You really are my damn ancestor. Put your clothes on. I was just joking, okay? When I came out after changing my clothes, Yi Qianxue finally stopped bargaining. Although I feel like I've been boiled all over. I say what I do and do what I say. Just talk a little too much. How long have you been drawing? I glanced at my watch. 7 minutes. Yi Qianxue made a speechless expression. Not this time. I'm asking how many years it has been since you first started learning to draw. I said 15 years. Yi Qianxue calculated silently. 15 years, so you started learning painting at the age of 5. Yes. When did you start looking for references? I mean like me. Human figure references. 12 years old. Yi Qianxue's expression changed. She stayed quiet for a while. Then asked in a strange tone, so, who did you usually ask to be your models before? All kinds of people. After a long while, Yi Qianxue asked again. Have you ever felt their bodies too? I touched my dad's when I was little. Yi Qianxue sighed. This doesn't count. I also touched it when I was a kid. Let's not talk about childhood things. I mean, apart from family members. Have you touched anyone else? No. Yi Qianxue was a bit surprised. You've looked up so many references, but never touched anyone else's body. I've touched you. No one else has. No. Yi Qianxue didn't speak again. After a while, she asked again, I remember your sister has a good figure too. Why didn't you touch her? I was greatly puzzled and looked at her face with extreme disdain. Yi Qianxue gave me an okay gesture. Without asking further. Time passed. The sun cast its slanting rays. Yi Qianxue became more and more relaxed. Her movements grew more graceful and fluid. Because I also had to guide Yi Qianxue in posing. I spent the whole afternoon drawing over 20 sketches. That should be enough. Let's call it a day. Thanks for your hard work. Yi Qianxue was a bit surprised. You actually know how to say such polite words. Then she walked over. Let me see your painting. Did you capture even 1/10,000th of my beauty? I retrieved the image file and handed the tablet to Yi Qianxue. Look at the first one. Yi Qianxue said cheerfully, not bad, not bad. Truly worthy of being an artist who has studied for 15 years. Look at the second one. Yi Qianxue said doubtfully, it is beautiful indeed. But why do these pictures all have no heads? Is it too much trouble? Look at the last one. Yi Qianxue is powerless and furious. No. Is my face ugly? Why didn't you draw my head? Am I just your reference for drawing the body? I'm confused. What else? Hearing this, Yi Qianshui's eyes nearly popped out of her head. Gnashing her teeth, she said, Yuanya. You. What about me? Yi Qianxue didn't speak. Panting heavily, finally stomped her foot, shoved the tablet into my hands, then headed to the bathroom to change clothes. I hurriedly called out to her. Wait. What? I put the tablet in my bag while explaining, what we didn't finish last time, let's do it now to save trouble later. Yi Qianxue looked like she was about to cry. Finally she shouted, it's just that it will be troublesome later. With that she turned and went straight to the bathroom without looking back. I was speechless. Who pissed her off? When Yi Qianxue came out of the bathroom after changing, I checked the time. It was getting late. Considering she really spent a lot of time on this, I planned to treat her to another meal. What would you like to eat tonight? Yi Qianxue sneered. None of your business. I explained, I want to invite you to dinner. Yi Qianshui's cold smile froze on her face, then slowly faded away. She fidgeted and said, then you decide. I nod. Any dietary restrictions? No. How about that seafood buffet near the school? Okay. Received confirmation. I booked 2 seats, then left the hotel with Yi Qianxue. Yi Qianxue stayed quiet for quite a while. It wasn't until we reached the hotel entrance that she hesitantly asked me, are you just trying to cheer me up? I thought about it carefully, decided to follow her lead. Yes. Hearing this, Yi Qianxue suddenly became smug. But the words that came out were, oh well. Actually I wasn't really angry. After all, from the start you said you wanted me to be your model. But knowing you hired so many models, yet only touched this beauty, I knew you must care about me. I get it. You might be a bit reckless, but you're just not good at expressing yourself. So you don't have to go out of your way to comfort me. I hold my forehead. So noisy. Ever since I asked her to be a model last time, Yi Qianxue has become extremely enthusiastic. He almost sets aside time every week to be my model. And he takes the initiative to ask. I have a feeling there must be a big reason behind this. Sure enough, one night 2 months later, I got cornered by someone I knew. Xiao Ran. This time he brought 6 guys. The leader was a very burly muscular man. Xiao Ran glared at me fiercely, then complained to the muscular man saying, cousin, it was him, he stole my girlfriend and hit me. I clarify I didn't steal. Xiao Ran said resentfully, you did steal. The whole school knows I like Yi Qianxue. I've been pursuing her for a year. Now TM, suddenly you became my girlfriend. Still dare to say you didn't steal her. I said leisurely, that just proves you're an SB. Xiao Ran stomped in anger. How dare you fucking curse at me? I said I didn't. Just an honest opinion. Xiao Ran gritted his teeth, then turned to look at the muscular guy. Cousin, this kid is way too arrogant. The muscular guy finally spoke. Bro, I won't make it hard for you. Just do 2 things. First, you stole my brother's girlfriend. Break up. Then apologize to my brother. Second, you hit him last time. Let him hit you back. Then your feud is settled. I won't interfere. How about that? I asked. Are there any other options? Before the muscular man could speak, a familiar voice came from behind me. Haruno. I turned around. Yi Qianxue had already run up to me, grabbed my arm and glared at Xiao Ran. What are you trying to do? The muscular guy across raised an eyebrow. So you're Yi Qianxue? Yi Qianxue lifted her chin. That's me. I'm the one you're looking for. This has nothing to do with him. Xiao Ran said angrily, how is it none of his business? If it weren't for him, would you still have rejected me? And last time he even slapped my face until it swelled. Hearing this, Yi Qianxue was stunned for a moment. She turned to look at me. I clarified, I didn't slap. Xiao Ran covered his face and said anxiously, how dare you say you didn't slap? I dare. Xiao Ran paused for a moment, then thought of something. It wasn't your hand that slapped. You used their hands to slap. I nodded. Sort of. Yi Qianxue was stunned. What does it mean? It doesn't matter. Yi Qianxue didn't ask further. Changed the topic. Lowered her voice and reminded me, they probably won't do anything to me. I'll hold them off for a while. You run first. Run to a safe place and call the police. Got it. I said I already did. Yi Qianxue looked at me in surprise. I tapped my ear. The Bluetooth headset was already on a call. We have 2 people, 1 male and 1 female. They have 7 males. The location is number 30 Hepping Road, Hepping District. At the alley entrance opposite Hepping Park. The operator immediately repeated the instructions, and repeatedly reminded us to protect our personal safety. Then notified the nearby police station to dispatch officers. Yi Qianxue was still in a daze when the muscular man nearby grew impatient. What are you 2 whispering about? Did you hear what I said? Come and apologize to my brother. Let my brother beat you up. Break up with him. Then this is over. Don't make us do it ourselves. Then he complained to Xiao Ran, I really don't know what you see in this flat-chested girl. Yi Qianshue's expression changed slightly. She was wearing a loose sweatshirt today. From the outside it did look quite flat. I patted her shoulder to comfort her. Don't worry. I know you're quite upset. I really like it. Yi Qianshue's face turned red again. Then I said to the other side, I don't know. No way. Yi Qianxue instantly widened her eyes. Baby. Let's not say it so bluntly. Okay. The person opposite also widened their eyes. Xiao Ran was so angry they wanted to come over and slap me. But probably recalling what happened last time. They paused for a moment, then turned to look at the muscular man. Cousin. He just needs a beating. The muscular man's face darkened. Kid, you're quite stubborn. But I only like obedient ones. This is your last chance. Apologize. Break up. Yi Qianxue is not to be outdone. My boyfriend and I are doing just fine. Why should we break up just because you say so? Yo ho. The muscular guy is really pissed off. He shoves Xiao Ran aside, takes 2 steps forward and grabs Yi Qianxue by the collar, snarling. My brother liking you was doing you a favor. You keep making excuses. And even dare to find some pretty boy to piss him off. Don't want to taste my fists? Then you better wise up. My patience is running thin. Last time I'm asking. Break up or not? Yi Qianxue's stubbornness flared up. She glared at the muscular man and enunciated each word clearly. No way. Screw you. The muscular man spat, raising his hand to strike. Yi Qianxue instinctively closed her eyes in fear, but felt no pain. Instead, her collar was loosened. Then came Xiaoran's scream and the muscular man's grunt of pain. Yi Qianxue stared at me in astonishment, her eyes blinking rapidly. The muscular guy clutched his stomach and looked up. Fuck. You motherfucker. I really underestimated you. Xiaoran helped the muscular man up while saying, so I told you to bring more people. I could tell last time that this Yuan Yi had some skills. The muscular man lowered his hand from his abdomen, pushed Xiaoran away, and retorted defiantly, I was careless just now. A scrawny weakling. Let's see what he's really capable of. 10 minutes later, the muscular man saw the police car approaching from a distance. He cried and complained, Uncle Police. Uncle Police. Mutual disciples. There are BL mutual disciples here. The arriving police were also stunned. Who called the police? I raise my hand. I. Muscular man breaks down and yells, I'm scared. You still have the nerve to call the police. Officer. Look at what he did to me. Look. I took out my phone. I have the police call record. The police looked around. Finally waved their hands. Take them all away. Because I recorded the incident in advance with a portable camera, there is sufficient evidence to prove that the other party initiated the provocation first. Moreover, the hospital's injury assessment results for the muscular man and several brothers did not even reach the level of minor injury. In the end, Yi Qianxue and I were acquitted for acting in self-defense while the muscular guys were detained for several days for provoking trouble. After that, I never saw Xiao Ran again. Since the confrontation with the muscular guy. Besides Xiao Ran, another person who disappeared from my sight was Yi Qianxue, and she was clearly avoiding me. I don't understand. But I didn't force her to face me. My sister seems to have hit a bottleneck in her relationship. She has been looking gloomy lately. Bro, tell me, why are guys so hard to figure out? I ignored her. She went on complaining to herself. You tell me. I just saw how hard he was working. Told him not to push himself so hard. I said I would take care of him in the future. Why did he get angry? I couldn't help but mutter a word. SB. My sister gave me a complicated look. Fine. Just keep pissing me off like this. Piss me off to death and be an only child. Maybe in the future you change your mind. Retaking the college entrance exam can still earn you extra points. I'm really fed up. One at home drives me crazy. One outside makes me worry. What kind of fate is this? No. Bro. Say something. Why is he angry? Am I not doing this for his own good? No. You already called me an idiot. Can't you give me a couple of useful non-idiotic insights? So annoying. I couldn't take it anymore and said, go ask mom. My sister slapped her forehead. Oh right. Mom has had dad wrapped around her finger all these years. Why didn't I ask her? Instead of asking you a single dog. I must be out of my mind. As she said, my sister finally rolled away. The world is peaceful again. I can go back to painting in peace. An hour later, I looked up and saw my dad standing at the door of the studio. I don't know since when. Dad, what's wrong? My dad walked up to me to see his heartbroken son. I clarified I wasn't heartbroken. Hearing this, my dad chuckled without refuting. After hesitating for a while, I asked my dad, I remember Uncle Lou. His youngest daughter is about my age. My dad asked, need help? I nodded. Please help. My dad smiled and ruffled my hair. Rare to see you ask for help. Wait. I'll send it to you on WeChat. Okay. Thanks, Dad. After adding Lu Rushuang, Uncle Lu's youngest daughter, on WeChat, we started frequently meeting up for meals, movies, and painting together. Even our counselor knows about it. I have a little girlfriend from another school. I saw Yi Qianxue again on Christmas Eve. Lu Ruyan and I made handicrafts together. Had dinner and watched a movie. Then I walked her back to her dorm. As we approached the dormitory building, we came to a stop. Under the dim streetlight, Lu Ruyan closed her eyes, tilted her head slightly, while I lowered mine. Our breaths intertwined. Just as our lips were getting closer, I heard the voice of Yi Qianxue, who could no longer hide. Not far away. Yuan Yi. Lu Ruyan paused her movement. Standing up and chuckling softly, looks like my mission is coming to an end. I said sincerely, thanks. You're welcome. Just remind Uncle to delete those embarrassing childhood photos of me he saved. I smiled and said, don't worry. Leave it to me. We both turned our heads calmly to look at Yi Qianxue. Her expression was not so good. There is a hint of sorrow in the gaze fixed on me. She looks at Lu Ruyan. A bitter smile tugs at the corner of her mouth. Is she your girlfriend? No. She is just a tool I used to lure you out. Yi Qianxue's sorrow froze on her face. Ah. Lu Ruyan twitched the corner of her mouth. Do you always talk like this? Yes. Lu Ruyan didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Then you two chat? I'll just watch the show for a while. Okay. After agreeing to Lu Ruyan's unreasonable request, I reach out to Yi Qianxue. Come here. Yi Qianxue obediently walks over. The wilderness. Me. Why are you avoiding me? Yi Qianxue fell silent for a long moment before saying, I feel like I'm not good enough for you. And I always bring you trouble. After speaking, Yi Qianxue's head was completely lowered. I was puzzled. So you plan to cause trouble for other boys who can't handle it. Hearing this, Yi Qianxue immediately denied it. No. Then are you planning to stay single for life? Yi Qianxue hesitated to speak. I changed the question, then why did you come out? Even in the somber atmosphere, Yi Qianxue couldn't help but twitch the corners of her mouth twice. Wasn't it you who lured me out? I didn't set the hook. You took the bait willingly. Yi Qianxue fell silent again. After a long pause, she let out a soft sigh with a chuckle. Then she looked at me again. I find you quite outrageous. Though smiling, there's no joy on her face. She says, Yuanya, I don't believe you can't tell. I like you. I can tell. Otherwise why would I lure you out? But didn't you notice? I like you too. Ah. Now Yi Qianxue was stunned. Do you really? Like me too? I didn't say a word. Just wrapped my arm around her waist. And kissed her lips. Yi Qianxue froze in place. I release her lips. And emphasize, whether I'm worthy or not, is up to you. Whether you're worthy or not, is up to me. Got it. Yi Qianxue absent-mindedly touched her lips. Then blinked her eyes. What did you mean just now? Before I could say a word, Lu Ruyan, who was watching from behind, was exasperated. She said, Girl, are you even capable? The guy already kissed you on the lips. And you're still asking what he means. If you can't handle it, then let me take over. Yi Qianxue's face instantly flushed bright red. But she had no mind to refute Lu Ruyan. She just looked at me somewhat helplessly. So am I your girlfriend now? Before I came here I thought, if you don't confess your love to me today, I'll take the initiative and confess to you. I also followed others' example and bought flowers and candles. My face darkened. Dare to play awkward with me? I'll kill you. Yi Qianxue immediately shut her mouth. After a pause, she asked again, what should I do now? Lu Ruyan next to her was utterly speechless. Kissing you. Sigh. I give up. This is giving me mastitis out of anger. Hit. Gone. Before going upstairs, Lu Ruyan suddenly turned back and said, I think you two make a great couple. Yi Qianxue was delighted. Really? Lu Ruyan rolled her eyes. No. I was lying to you. After Lu Ruyan left, Yi Qianxue glanced at me. Blushing, she said, do we really have to kiss? I laughed and said, yes, but not here. Let's go home and kiss. Good. Listen to baby. Yi Qianxue happily wraps her arm around mine. This is my first time having a boyfriend. Besides kissing, what else should we do? I thought about it. Last time I only touched the slim waist. The long legs haven't been touched yet. How about going back and letting me touch them first? The end.